Hey everybody, welcome to Dad, Daughters, and Drinks, where you'll always get at least two of those three. Today you've got me, the Margarita Kid, and I am drinking an espresso martini. I have no daughters here today, but what I have done is put together a playlist for all of the reactions that I've done with my daughters. I will have that in the description, so if you actually want to see what it looks like when somebody is reacting with me instead of just me, go ahead and check out that playlist. Now on to the music. It's been a little while since I've reacted to Love Bites. It's been too long. And so I decided I needed to get back to them. And one of the top requested songs I had for them was Break the Wall. And a few people specifically requested that I react to the Live at Zepp DiverCity Tokyo 2020 concert. So here it is, and we are going to check it out. Sorry, I got to go back. I don't know if you heard anything, but my headphones were not getting any sound there for a second. I think the keyboard had muted. I had to switch keyboards, and I think it automatically muted. So let me go back and start over. Sorry. Tell you, I love, one thing I've loved about them is you just never know what you're going to get, right? It could start off with a Chopin etude, or it could start off with some, slow guitar thing, or it could start off with thrash metal. And it looks like we have the latter here. So I'm all for it. Let me just turn the volume up a little bit. Here we go. And I love the way that they're really doing the hardcore mix with different guitars and instruments in different headphones. So that initial boom is in both, and then all of a sudden the kind of thrash guitar is happening in here, and then the other fills are happening in the other ear. I'm really digging this. I like her voice, but I feel like it's really suited for this kind of background music. And I've made the mistake of not having the lyrics up, so I have absolutely no idea what she's actually saying. So that's my fault. I'm going to have to go back and check that out later. Sometimes the closed captions are on, but they're not for this one. So I'm just going to have to enjoy her voice as an instrument as opposed to what the lyrics that she's actually saying are. I mean, I don't know if there's any Zelda fans out there, but it sounds to me both times where she ended that chorus, you're saying, I am the breath of the wild. And I don't think that's what she's saying. But being a Zelda fan, that's what I'm hearing. I mean, those first couple notes were really like dissonant in an awesome way, even before she got into the faster stuff. I love the look she gave. That was solid. Super solid. And even before she goes on, because that sounds like that's just going to be beautiful. I can tell already, but I want to go back and just hear that kind of break again into this different section. It was a nice transition. And one thing I love about this kind of a break is it shows that, you know, people who are good at writing music can write really awesome stuff. Like you just saw some like real virtuosic playing, right? And then they go into something like this that's really like just as like wonderful to listen to. No, nothing fancy going on, right? But just well written music that doesn't require crazy playing to make it good. That was nice. And, you know, something I think a lot of people may not realize is oftentimes playing guitar solos that are slower are almost harder to do, or maybe a little more nerve wracking, I guess, in the sense that when you're playing a solo and there's arpeggios all over the place and you're playing, you know, 60 notes a second kind of thing, like you can make some mistakes that are really hard to hear because there's so much going on. But when you're playing a slower solo and there's a lot of bends and things, like there's not a lot of places to hide, right? You make some mistakes and people are going to hear it. So for me, that was always a little bit more nerve wracking. Like I said, not necessarily harder, although, you know, like for instance, you listen to David Gilmour from Pink Floyd playing, right? Doing, you know, whether it's Shine On You Crazy Diamond or Echoes or, you know, the ending solo on Comfortably Numb. I mean, he's got a million guitar solos that are fabulous. And he, for the most part, 99.99% of the time is not playing anything fast, but there's a lot of bends and a lot of just interesting things that he does that would be really easy to screw up, and everybody would know it if he did. So, you know, kudos for her for doing that solo. I want to listen to that again. I'm gonna find that. That was nice. Now, going back to what I just said a second ago, like she's good enough that she's probably not feeling any nerves when she does that kind of thing. I was almost more referring to like mortals like me playing a solo like that, where it can become a little bit more nerve wracking than something that's faster and more technically challenging. Playing the bass while she was doing the fist pump because it's an open string. Nice. You know, I've mentioned a couple times that I don't know anything about percussion, so I can't always comment, you know, in a way that I feel I can with guitar playing type stuff. But I know that she's doing some pretty like cool stuff here. I can't, you know, I'm not good enough to say what she's doing or, you know, that's super impressive, but I could just, I guess, kind of sense it that what she's doing and throughout a lot of the song really is just not something that I think a lot of people might be able to do. You know, I'm so dumb. I'm sure you've all probably figured that out by now, but I was just realizing when I was talking before about the Zelda thing and Breath of the Wild, the name of the song is Break the Wall, and I'm pretty sure that's what she's saying. But, you know, I hear what I hear, and sometimes my brain takes a little while to, you know, sift through it and figure out what it actually means. You know, it's one of those things about getting old. Anyway, I really like this song. This was definitely one of the more thrashy metal songs, right? This was more in the vein of like a Megadeth kind of song, which I'm all for. Great stuff. Really, I hate that it's been so long since I reacted to a Love Bite songs, and I need to get back into reacting to some more of their stuff a little bit more frequently. I've managed to just accidentally fall into about 20 different rabbit holes, and they're all kind of vying for attention. But yeah, so I think I'm going to be doing some more love bites. I'll have to try and see if I can do my best from the comments that people give, um, to break up the styles a little bit. I don't want to necessarily just do all thrash stuff or whatever. So I'm going to try and see if I can, you know, make each reaction be a different style than the last anyway. Um, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. I almost had forgotten just how talented they are, and boy, they really are. And I have to say that I mean, less than 100 likes and only 57,000 views is kind of a crime for the music that I just heard. So make sure, if you guys haven't done so, go to the original video. I'll have a link in the comments, or the link in the description. Go there, make sure you like it, subscribe to the band if you haven't, leave some comments, get it some, exposure to the YouTube algorithm gods, so more people are being able to get this video show up when they're searching for things or in their home screen or whatever, because this music needs to be heard a lot more than a lot of other junk that's showing up in my feed anyway. And I'm sure a lot of you guys feel the same way. So anyway, I think that's it for me. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're having a good day. And thanks for being here. And we will see you on the next one.